This has been one of the most eventful weeks in our FC's history. It started out with getting some brand new parts for our original airship and creating a second one in the process, but ended with the person responsible for leading the charge taking her leave as well. So with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for another edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog here on Final Fantasy XIV's Exodus server. So yeah, you did not hear that wrong. Sadly, we found out early yesterday morning that Asia Lionheart, who has been with us for 2 years now, and who became our chief crafter and became the person responsible for leading the charge on creating our brand new airship and who built our submarine last week, just out of the blue has up and left our free company. This was very unexpected. There's been no reason given to us for why she chose to leave. She didn't tell me anything. I've even reached out to her and she hasn't responded back with a reason for why, but we're definitely all very confused. We spent a lot of yesterday trying to figure out why she left, because she seemed to be very much still happy here with our free company. She didn't really complain about her place here. She was, and it's because of this vlog and the other videos that I've done here of Final Fantasy XIV that she joined our free company to begin with 2 years ago. So to see her depart from us really surprised everyone here. We're all stunned trying to wrap our heads about it, and she wasn't the only one who left. It wasn't just Asia who left as well. We also said goodbye to someone else. Someone very close to Corinne, to be specific. In fact, Corinne's eternal bond partner, Olivier McClure, also has left us and has transferred to another server. But it's not like Olivier's gone completely. He still has some alts here at the Tales, so we'll still see him at using his alts, but his main character is no longer with us. And it's really a shame for Corinne because, of course, you'll remember back to 2 years ago, around this time, in fact, it is pretty much around the time their 2-year anniversary that my character Corinne and Olivier took the ceremony of eternal bonding. It was really a shock to see this also happened yesterday. But like I said, we'll still see him because he still has alts here at the Tales, so we know he's not left us completely. So it's not that bad for Olivier knowing that he still has a presence here, but we're still incredibly shocked and saddened by the loss of Asia, our chief crafter, to who knows where. I mean, we're still trying to figure it out. Hopefully, if she's watching this video, she'll post in the comments and explain why she decided to move on from us. But whoever she decides to join up with next, they will definitely have a great deal of satisfaction in knowing that they have such a skilled crafter on their hands to join their ranks. I just hope that one day she'll return to us, because this was a person who really enjoyed crafting and who really enjoyed that aspect and wanted to use it to help benefit our free company. That's why she built us not only our airship that we ultimately had named the Corrado, which was inspired by various places throughout Stormblood, but also the Rotano Nautilus, our submarine, which she led the charge on last week. So yeah, it's really such a shame to lose such a valuable member of our free company, and I only hope that one day she'll return to us. And maybe she was just overwhelmed by the crafting. Like, we didn't pressure her into building an airship or a submarine. This is something that she wanted to do of her own free will. This was something that she wanted to take the lead on and get herself involved in and head it up, and that's exactly what she did. And we have her to thank for having a second airship and our first submarine. So we can only say from the bottom of our hearts to Asia, thank you so much for everything that you've done to contribute to the Tales of Eorzea. And I know that I'm not alone in saying that we will make the most of the gifts that you have given us, because an airship and a submarine are two very big gifts for a free company to use, and we will do everything we can to make sure that we get the most out of them. So, I know, it's been a really sad ending to the week, and it wasn't what I was planning on talking about 24 hours ago. I was planning 24 hours ago to not only talk about the fact that we had a second airship, but that we've also had an instance of a coming full circle, if you will. I say this because we recently picked up someone who I am very familiar with. That person got two characters, Takeo Yoshida and Amaterasu Kobayashi, characters who transferred from another server, and if the name Amaterasu looks familiar, that's because it belonged to the person who played originally back during Heaven's Ward, during my Let's Play of it, as Sakura Amaterasu. Yeah, so Sakura's character is now named Amaterasu Kobayashi, and has rejoined she hasn't rejoined our free company, but she has rejoined Exodus. She's rejoined Exodus after 2 years away, and after being harassed by trolls, which resulted in the demise of her own free company. Sorry. Which resulted in the demise of her own free company, which she had established at the very start of A Realm Reborn. And that through her work and the work of her friends was able to build it up into a very well-established free company and with a beautiful mansion in the Lavender Beds. But because of trolls in another free company, they just absolutely made her life a living hell, and they kept taking members away, and it just became so much of a frustration to know that any member to her free company that would join would get plucked away by trolls who would say the ugliest rumors and say the worst possible things, and it was just so heartbreaking to see all that hard work taken away. And ultimately, it was one of the reasons why I wanted to establish Tales of Eorzea. If you're familiar with the rant video that I did a couple of years ago about the fate of Sakura Amaterasu, it's that the reason I created Corinne, and the reason I created the Tales in the first place, was to act as a way to be able to establish a free company that would be able to work together with Sakura's free company and help bring her new friends that would have just been taken away from her by trolls. But unfortunately, it didn't work out the way I had intended, and Sakura decided to transfer to Hyperion, and has since then jumped from server to server, just running into a whole bunch of people that, I don't know what it is with her luck with this game, that whatever server she transferred to, she just kept running into all sorts of trolls that just made her miserable. And so last week, she let me know that she was coming back to Exodus to come join up with me here at the Tales, and that she was bringing not only her main character, but also her alt, Takeo. So it really is, in essence, a journey that comes full circle, that I once joined Sakura's free company, and with her help, I was able to do some of the dungeons in the Let's Play of Heaven's Ward. And now, here in 2018, after such a long amount of time away, Sakura comes back and joins my free company. I mean, I never intended for it to be like this, but I'm glad to know that Sakura is back with us, and is back with us, and I'm able to play with Sakura again. It's really been a sad 2 years to know that I've been getting messages from Sakura saying that she keeps getting issues running with trolls, and that people who she's played the game with just treat her like crap. It's been such a sad journey for her over the time that she's played this game. She loves the game itself, but the community has just been so horrible to her. It's my hope that now that she's back here at Exodus, and it's been over 2 years, so hopefully the trolls who took away everything that she had have moved on or no longer playing the game or things like that of that nature. And if that is true, then I'm hoping that Sakura will stick around for a long time and that we'll be able to use her to help continue to make our free company successful, because in the time she's been gone, you can see she has accumulated a lot of things, including getting a lot of 70 crafting and gathering. So even though we no longer have a chief crafter at this point, it could very well come to the point that we might make Sakura our new chief crafter, because she has all these skills available to her, and it would certainly be worth our while to make the most of what she's got. So who knows, we might make use of her knowledge and expertise with crafting and gathering to make a fourth and final vessel for ourselves. We'll just disregard that phone call because it's from no one I know. But yeah, it's my hope that Sakura will be happy here at Tales of Eorzea, and that we'll be able to make her experience enjoyable so that she doesn't feel like she's being harassed by trolls, and she won't have to either A, transfer servers again, or B, leave the game entirely. So yeah, suffice it to say, it has been a week, to say the least, here at Tales of Eorzea. To know that we've lost our chief crafter and Corinne's eternal bond partner for various reasons, but then to have the knowledge that Sakura Amaterasu has not only returned to Exodus, but has joined up with our free company. Like I said, it has been one of the most eventful weeks we have ever had at Tales of Eorzea. It's such a shame that it's ending on a low note rather than a high one, but hopefully, if all goes well, we'll bounce back, we'll be able to bring in new people, and we'll be able to continue to have an awesome group of friends that enjoy playing this game and enjoy being part of this free company. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog. As always, if you have a character here on Exodus or looking to create one and you're interested in joining our free company, we would be happy to have you with us. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novara Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.